What's up everybody, I'm Alex, and in this video we're going to take a look at the new AIO from Lian-Li, the Galahad 240. Lian-Li are very well known to the market with their great cases with the O11 Dynamic and the XL version 2. They are not so popular with their AIOs, but I think that this is going to change in near future. Starting with the design of the AIO, it comes with very nice looking pump and it comes with very nice looking RGB fans. These RGB fans are not the ones that you can see in Lian-Li's site, not the Bora Digital. These are just some other fans that are static pressure optimized so they can push air through the radiator. And about the radiator, it features some high density fin design, which means that it should cool the liquid inside the AIO a little bit faster. The fans are not bad at all, they look very nice, they are very heavy and they rely on the fluid bearing design, so you cannot hear them at all if they are running on idle, but when they are ramped up to 100% you can definitely hear them. But this is absolutely normal because they are pushing air through the radiator. The pump has a very interesting RGB design and you can see that it has a Lian-Li logo. The great thing here is that if you don't want to see the Lian-Li logo, you can cover it up easily with the included magnetic cap that is provided in the set. The only thing about the design here that I don't like are the tubes. The tubes are braided, they have a very nice and very high quality braiding on them, but they are very stiff. And because they are very stiff, if you are going to operate in a tight space, so your PC case for example is a little bit smaller than the Cooler Master here that I have, you can have some struggle with it, but the great thing is that you can rotate the pump in every direction that you want, because the whole cover of the pump, the whole cap can be rotated and the logo can be facing you in the right way. The RGB can be synchronized with all the softwares that are now available on the market, excluding Corsair, but with AuraSync, with Mystic Light, with ASRock software, as in this case I am syncing it with an ASRock software. Regarding the RGB, there's one thing that you have to know, and this is that you have to use the proprietary splitters that are included in the package, because Lian-Li are using their own proprietary connectors, so you have to use the splitters and you have to connect the splitter to the 3-pin addressable RGB header on your motherboard. And if you don't have an addressable RGB header on your motherboard, you can pretty much rely on the provided controller that is in the box. I don't like any external controllers, but in this case it gives you a solution to a problem. And let's talk about the performance of the Galahad, because I think that this is the most important thing when you are buying an AIO. The system that is behind me is the test bench of this AIO, and the only processor that I had was the i5 10400. The i5 has a TDP of 65 watts, but for this testing, for this case, I have removed the power limits and I have ramped them up to 125 watts. The CPU at 100% was draining something like 100 to 105 watts, so it was okay to test this AIO with it. I have been running Prime 95 for something like hour and a half, and the max temperatures that I saw there were 64 degrees. The minimum temperatures were 28, and these 28 are actually the idle temperature just before starting the Prime 95 benchmark. So in this case, in Prime 95 the AIO performed very well with this processor, and let's keep in mind that this is not one of the most powerful CPUs on the market right now, and this AIO should be working pretty well even with i7s, even with i9s if they are stock with Ryzen 5, 7 and 9s. During gaming in Battlefield 5, the maximum temperatures that I saw were somewhere between 43 and 45 degrees, and I think that this is absolutely great for this CPU with this AIO. There's one thing that I don't like about the radiator though, and this is that it has some silver lining right on the top of the radiator. And why I don't like it? It should be providing a little bit more durability of the AIO, not that you are going to kick it of course, but the thing is that in this case, I have a whole black build with a little bit of white, and actually I'm not so pleased with the look of the brushed aluminum in this kind of system. If you are having a silver and black system, if you are having something like a white system, it will be okay, but in this case I don't like it that much, and if I'm going to use it in a whole black system, I will be painting it out for sure. This is my only complaint about the AIO, and the other thing is the proprietary RGB connectors that I told you about. It could be a little bit of a hassle for some of you, but keep in mind that everything is provided in the box. So you need the splitter, and this splitter can be connected to the 3-pin addressable RGB and you have no issues. Just keep in mind that you cannot connect every single fan to the motherboard independently. About the noise of the AIO, I have to say that the pump is absolutely quiet. I didn't hear anything from it, and it is always running on maximum RPM. The fans are also quiet, but you can expect this from the fluid bearing design that they have. The speed range of the fans is from 800 to 1800, and I think that this is pretty much okay. One of the interesting things about the Galahad is the pump, because it has a 3-chamber design. That means that this pump won't be leaking, so it is leak proof, which is a big concern for some of the people that are actually building their first PC or just installing their first AIO. They're always wondering, is it going to leak and kill my system? No, in this case the guys from Lian-Li are saying that this is a leak proof design of the pump, so you won't have any problems with it. The other thing is that the cold plate itself is separated from the other parts of the system, so it won't be leaking and it will be cooling a little bit more efficient than other pump designs. So overall, my conclusion for this AIO and my experience from it was pretty satisfying, because it was very easy to mount it was very quiet, and it actually did the job pretty well with the i5-10400. Of course, I know this is not one of the most powerful CPUs on the market, but this is the only one that I had right now, so I have tested it on it. So thank you for watching this video. If you like it, smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. If you want, you can share the video, and I will see you in the next review. Bye.